but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, and coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Earth 2 as well. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone check out at HeyDavidDon and at KingMavsForever over on Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app, Kobe Collection, Omi Player 1 over on the YouTube, WraithX.eth domain name, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Veve Dark Link, Meta Lemon, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube, at Nomad with Guitar, at Wet Wizard Veve, and Garyo at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. If you haven't seen my particular video before, I would definitely go check that out. I thought that was pretty cool. There is no new posted tweet. It's a tweet and reply. Something I'm going to go over in the video later, but Foster Hilt, as I mentioned in my video, responded just saying like, KYC rollout, he's freaking out. And Andre Jix says, finally, selling everything. Just kidding. This is exciting. Great to see progress. He did do a video not too long ago. It was like a couple of days ago, and it was talking about a Coinbase partnership, which I've. What was the last time I was speaking somewhere? I was telling a buddy of mine, or who I'm forgetting where and when this story took place, but it took place recently. And it was about Omi, and like, hey man, like. And the person wasn't necessarily fudding. The person was just saying, I don't have a, I don't really have a lot of faith in the token. They've been really slow with things, and I get you say that they've been focusing on the here and the now, MTL and all that, which of course they just announced. But they said like, wouldn't this put exchanges on the back burner, for like another year or two? Wouldn't exchanges be tired of waiting? Wouldn't exchanges get a bad taste in their mouth because they're seeing like the team is slow and things? And okay, so just again, most of you probably already know, but this is just to go and reiterate what, at the end of the day, why do people create businesses? For profit, to make money. Now, sometimes you don't make money as quick as you want. Sometimes things are ready to go, and you want them there. You want certain things to happen, and they don't happen right away. For exchanges, if I were to own an exchange, and I've said this multiple times, I apologize if y'all heard this before, but I would have minimum one person at that company, if not 2 to 3 people at that company, whose job it was, the only job they had, was to look up new coins. Look up new altcoins, look up new projects, see how it's doing, check what they're about, and report to me on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, this is a crap coin, this is pump and dump, don't invest. Don't, stand 20 feet away from that. Or 10 being like, oh my god, this is like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen Hustle with Adam Sandler, and this basketball movie just came out on Netflix, where it's like, oh my god, this guy's a freaking unicorn, like 10 being like unicorn type of crypto. Well, regardless of where you think Omi would stack on it, Omi would definitely be 7, 8, and why it wouldn't be a 10 right now is because, currently it has no utility. It's coming. But the utility right now, the main driver is that it underpins a multi-billion-dollar company's app, the Veve app, and it also has I don't know the word for it, clout of being the only crypto that's associated with Disney. And if I found this before any of my workers did, they'd all be fired. Like, clearly not good at their jobs. Now, yeah, they could be looking at 8 other things, but like, come on. So if you're an exchange, you're gonna wait. Like, you have no choice but to wait. You could go and waive all your fees because you want to be the only one that gets Omi. Want to be one of the only ones that have the only crypto associated with Disney. That's what I would want. That is a very, very big chip. That is a very big company that's in your camp, and not a lot of people have it right now. So, and this is also a really good thing. Right now, you can only buy it with like USDT. I think at some point you'll be able to buy it with Bitcoin, Ethereum, with the amount of pairings it'll have will be astronomical. So that's why I'm okay with them not having any exchanges right now, because they're doing other things. And if someone's worried about that, I want to say it's okay. Exchanges will still always want OMI. They just have to wait. Now, the good thing about waiting is that I'm sure a couple of these guys have probably waived their fees already. Oh, no need to pay me $1 million so you could list OMI. I want this just for the bragging rights. It's like sometimes when I just had my old MTI on yesterday, I should have asked them this, I didn't. Sometimes when you get out of the military and you have a certain security clearance, someone will just hire you specifically just for the clearance. And they would, why? Because each one you have is another, feather in the cap. So when you have something like this, the exchanges would waive their fees, or at least some of their fees, to be like, yeah, we're just going to get OMI listed as soon as possible. Now, on the bad side of the exchanges, Veve did hire someone, say like it's a token expert, to say when exactly. So whoever we have contracts signed with, whoever we have contracts waiting in the hull with, there is probably going to go start with the lower tier, go to mid, and go to higher. So Underdick is probably correct, where we probably would have an agreement with them at some point, even if it's not signed, if it's not done yet. They're probably in talks, and they just want to wait until they, dot the I's and cross the T's and all that. And when you and again, Veve's got a lot of bargaining power. A lot of bargaining power. They can go to anyone. So I'm feeling really good about the exchanges and how much money it won't cost Veve. So some of the other things that people wanted me to go over was the OMI to NFT, where the OMI utility was fairly conspicuously absent there. That when they said we can cash out for MTL, and it was just, hey, let us go and you can cash out not only for fiat, but for Bitcoin, USDT, Ethereum. They said, et cetera, et cetera. And why was OMI not mentioned there? Maybe because they are saving that for the OMI utility article that comes out. That's probably one of the things that they're saving for. They don't want to give too much to. Although this community update was not like an hour long. It was only like 20-something minutes, which is a lot better than what we've had recently. Recently, I've had to break down videos that were like an hour long. Also, if everyone can smash that like button, that would be super great. That is a free way to help support the channel. Those are always fantastic ways to support me. Okay, now where was I? Some of the other things that I have had, let's take a look here. If anybody got this particular email, it says, hey Randy, or whatever your name is, thanks for attending the Veve Decon kickoff party. I didn't do this yet, but you have to give them the number that was on your ticket. So put in your reference code number, whatever it is, give them the details of your account, and you'll get the VEVE logo letters when they're available. So I thought that was really cool. Kobe Collectors, Randy. Thank you for the super chat. Saying, if all of these were $1 and would remain $1 forever, what would you choose? Vader, Thor, Superman, Spider-Man, Loki. I'm just gonna take that at face value, not assuming, well, if this is $1 forever, then the other ones are gonna. I'll just go with this at face value. What would I like more? I would. It's probably gonna have to be Spider-Man, and I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's great, but why I love Spider-Man is because that is okay. Superman. Why is he a Boy Scout? Because he's had a loving family. Mom and dad for a little while, and then eventually just became the mom. Unless you go in the '90s animated series, or not, the '90s series with Dean Cain, they actually kept his dad in there, which I thought was really cool. I think they did. Anyway, why I chose why I chose Spider-Man is because Superman is a Boy Scout and he does really good, but also because if he really wanted to, he could go and I don't know, like mine gold or platinum out of like a meteor. Spider-Man, although extraordinarily smart, writers just cannot let that man be happy. So like, Spider-Man would be the perfect villain origin story, where just life just keeps kicking him while he's down, and he does it. Like if all of that were to happen to Superman, Superman would probably be at minimum an anti-hero, if not a full-blown villain. Spider-Man just takes it Like, no Vaseline, bite the pillow, just absolutely Spider-Man just 100% takes it and is continuously like the best person and continuously still inspires people. Like, I don't think people really, the public don't really have too much of an issue with Spider-Man. You know, and most of them don't have an issue with Superman either, but yeah, Spider-Man had so much bad stuff happen to him, and he's still, you know, he's still the person that he is. Vader was, love Vader. Vader's amazing. Vader's got that, you know, and they go through it in the Kenobi series. I'm not gonna go through that if you haven't seen it, but it was he's got Anakin's a very interesting character, but drop the ball, man. Let the dark side take over, and you know, a little weak. Thor's amazing. I love Thor. I wish I could be like that, Asgardian, live for thousands of years. And Secret of Loki, I mean, that's my guy, and I don't want him to be $1. So so yeah, that Spider-Man. I identify with him more. Bill Garner says, fill my Omi bags a little bit more the other day. I've been filling in, trying to fill. I have 132.5 million Omi now. I would totally get more, but now that Veve have said, yeah, we're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con, well, I gotta go. So yeah, shout out to a great big buddy of mine who I love that has helped me get to San Diego Comic-Con, and I am 100% thankful. We'll serve this man forever. For a woman. And there is and why? So obviously they're going to have some con exclusive stuff. So really we haven't seen a lot of the price points for con exclusive stuff, like really cooked into the prices for these. That's the other thing. Prices are down like a mother flapper, and whales are having a field day. People getting what do you call it? People getting partner statue at $5,500. People going and getting Ultra Evaders at like $1,400 when they were like that's 50% off of where they were. They were up to like $2,900 at one point, down to $1,500. There's so like Fantastic Four #1s, MC #1s. Like there's a lot of different things that people are getting right now. Spider-Man Secret Rare under $15K. Like my good golly gosh. And I know people that are going in hard on all of them. So anyway, I'm not sure what the gem rate is now though. Kobe Collects, if you're down there, if you're still here, let us know what the gem rate is, because I can't see it being 5 or even 5.5. Like if suddenly we're going to be able to cash out in the next couple of weeks, if I will take out a loan. I will if you're still able to get gems for like 0.5 right now, and then 1 month later double your money. My God, man, that's really, whoever's selling here right now for 0.5, that's insane. Like that's insane. So I would think, and again, I don't know, maybe there's severe FOMO into cashing out, and severe FOMO into, oh my God, my stuff is worth so little, I might as well cash out what I can now. Like really, you know, newbie type thinking. But yeah, so the, you know, Veve in general, when you get something at a Comic-Con and it's a con exclusive, there's only a certain amount of that. You could only get it if you were there. That just gives it another chase, another added level of rarity. And when you have that, you have people that are like, I couldn't be there, or people that were there, but they just couldn't get it. I had that with my Vegeta jacket from Comic-Con 2019. My friend Mike loves that thing. Probably give it to him at some point. Yeah, that's the type of thing that I'm really excited about that hasn't been priced into the collectibles. People, like, there's not too many con exclusives. Like, there are from DCon, which is fine. You know, it was kind of a collectibles con, but it's very small. The New York Comic Con, the San Diego Comic Con exclusives, yeah. Now, people are going to go pretty ham for that. I'll be able to hopefully get one while I'm there. But also, when you have so if you were at DesignerCon last year, or at the party recently, and you've never been to San Diego or New York Comic Cons, those particular cons, they're not DesignerCon. These are the biggest in the country. These are some of the biggest in the world. They're number 1 and number 2 every single year.
as far as what's bigger. It's like the SpaceX and Tesla of cons. Like they're number 1 and number 2 every year. And why that matters is that it's going to be hard. It might take 2 hours to find the VV booth, the VV tent, or whatever's set up there. Why? Because not only are you at the San Diego Convention Center and they have stuff there, for all I know, VV could be in Padres Stadium. I don't even know what that's called. I think it's called like Petco Stadium or PetSmart. Let's take a look at this. Padres Stadium. Yeah, it's called Petco Park. So not only are things going on in the convention center, but there are things going on in Petco Park across the street. So you have a lot of ground to cover. There is so many. There's oh my god, like there wasn't really that many cosplayers at Designer Con, San Diego, New York Comic Con. This is my wheelhouse. This is what I've been doing for years, like almost 10 years at this point. And my god, I'm good. Like when I'm good, I'm good. When I'm bad, I'm better. Sorry. Bane reference and Marilyn Monroe reference, I think. So there's this is my playground. I'm gonna have a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be wearing VV shirts. I will not cosplay because I'll be wearing VV shirts, VV merch, and little hint here, I might be wearing another piece of merch from another company person that I've been speaking to recently that I might be representing there as well. I'll keep you all posted. Maybe not, that might be a little too early, but definitely by New York, but I'll keep you all posted. Unless Omi moons. Which honestly at this point doesn't even matter, because what me and this other entity are trying to do is do a lot of good for the world, and at that point the money doesn't really matter, although I'm not going to do it for free. I'm okay with coming out of retirement for the right cause. No. Oh god, hiccups. So yeah. Moving on. Oh yeah, who's their partner? Vivi and Omi, or I'm sorry, Vivi had David and Dan. They're like, oh yeah, we're partnering with someone. Now, could they be partnering with the con? Maybe. Could they be partnering with, I don't know, what are their big companies? I mean, they didn't announce it yet, who they were sponsoring, who the partnership was for these cons. Disney has their own cons in September, D23. Probably not them. Star Wars just had their own thing, and we were kind of there with them, so it wouldn't make sense that they would have to hide a Star Wars partnership. Marvel? Maybe. I mean, this type of thing is for comics, so maybe it's Marvel or DC. Now, DC has been going crazy with Batcows. I just had someone register me for that. But also, guys, I told y'all to schedule this, because now, if you're going to be in New York next week for NFT NYC, my schedule's pretty much all booked up. I knew this was going to happen. I knew everyone's saying, like, go to this event. Can we make times for this event to hang out? And now they're like, it's going to be so hard. Okay, so so the gem rate right now is about anywhere between 0.6 and 0.65. So for every dollar, so if you try to buy 100 gems, it costs you between $60 and $65 minus escrow fee. So that's interesting. I gotta tag Fred Durst in this, because Fred Durst was asking about cash out a few months back. So I gotta either send him a message or do whatever. Okay, moving on here. Oh yeah, so process of elimination. Either DC or Marvel. I would put my money on Marvel, because DC is really all about giving it to Batcows right now, giving them the business, the stuff. But that's for comics. I mean, there could be things that. What's another big thing at this event? It's a lot of anime. It's a lot of weebs getting up in here, and what happens with that? Why would we partner with that? Well, again, Dan Crothers had just followed Crunchyroll and Funimation. You should be watching, and it would make some poetic sense that they launched their Japanese Discord. Yeah, they had this. Yeah, the most recent job listing that they had. They made sure the person was well-versed in anime. That was part of the job curriculum. So I think that is potential, whether it's Marvel, would make sense, but also some type of anime, maybe Funimation or Crunchyroll. That would be really interesting as well. And they could roll off some con-exclusive anime NFTs. Now, other things, like we have WB, which I don't know if they have the license to Harry Potter or Universal does. I know it's one of those two. I think it's Universal, but WB could be cool. I think not the Hub. The Hub was where Hasbro. Hasbro would be really cool. Transformers, My Little Pony, GI Joe. Like we could have some good stuff. Universal. So just some other other lines of thinking about other companies that we could partner with for this event. I'll keep y'all posted. We'll know in a month, give or take. We got Gary O say, "Let's go." Go says, "Hi Randy, question: how come you don't move in with girlfriend to save money on rent?" I will be moving in with a couple of friends to save money on rent. Hopefully in August, latest September, but hopefully late July. But yeah. So I will be going from $1,500 a month to $1,000 a month. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God, I can't wait. Cannot wait for that extra $500 each month. It's gonna be amazing. Joseph says, "Need more OMI funds, dude." Same. Like 100% same. Oh God. So I feel like a spy again. Not again. That was just normal active duty. Nick Tuffer says, "New Andre Jick tweet." So I looked at that. It wasn't really a new tweet. It was just like it was a response from him. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was really cool. So we got Matt Johnson. So sweet, thank you. I know not financial advice, but they are both around the same price, and he's talking about Iron Man and Spider-Man Rare, both first appearances. I like both, having a hard time what might be worth more later down the line. Any thoughts? More demand for Spider-Man. But there's a lot more mints of him too, so it kinda evens out. Coin flip. Yeah, if you're going between first appearance Iron Man, although it's a golden moment, and first appearance Rare Spider-Man, yeah, I think there's a lot more demand for the Spider-Man, but there's also a lot more mints, so that demand could get filled. So which one's better? I don't know. Coin flip. Justice says, "Sorry, Earth 2, we don't got the time." No, Earth 2 is... Alright, so... I'm going to piss off a couple of Earth 2 peeps here. So Earth 2, that'll be... When Essence comes out, be minimum couple dollars. I'm going to liquidate minimum 20%. Even if it's $2, and I liquidate 20%, which is about 6,000 Essence, give me about, $10,000 to $12,000. That definitely needs... So... Will that happen in Q3? It's supposed to. I'm thinking it might not happen until Q4, maybe Q1. Because again, you don't want to do this in the bear market, and you don't want to do that in a recession. And you do have the war going on. Like not only the crypto winter in general, but you have the Fed hiking. Like the Fed is not just going to be like, yeah, this 75 basis points that we're increasing is by, is just the end of it. It's going to get worse. They're going to have to continuously hike for at least a couple of months. Now, if the Democrats decide to be like, okay, we're actually, because two elections have been lost by Democrats already. One was from Mayra Flores, who's in Texas, and one was from Nancy Mace, who's in South Carolina. I'm trying to get Nancy on the podcast. She's a buddy of mine, and if Dems see like, oh, hey, we might lose a lot of seats this midterm election, if we don't improve this economy. So let us improve this economy more, get the gas lower, whatever. And then if they can do that, then maybe people will be like, okay, cool. Yeah, Democrats aren't so bad. We rough patch, work through it. Or they could say, hey, let's make this economy so bad and be like, we have such amazing plans that we're going to pass, but you need to vote for us before we pass them. Republicans aren't going to help do it, So I can picture that happening as well. So either way, like I'm pretty sure one of those scenarios is going to happen. Which one is it? I don't know, but you do have a lot of things working against us in the macro, as far as trying to get the economy back on track, and the one that what I think will happen is it's not even going to be. I think it's going to be from places like Walmart and places like Target. And why is because if you take a look if you take a listen to some of their earnings calls, and you take a look at or just talk to anybody that works there, and just be like, yeah, dude, our warehouses are stacked. They're full. Why? Because nobody's buying anything. Because people are just like, we're not going to spend money. So what's going to happen is that they're just going to be like, okay, we have so much inventory. We're just going to slash these prices because some money is better. Some income is better than no income. So you at least want some money coming in. You at least want some positive cash flow. And I think that's what's going to kind of trigger it a little bit, where you have them slashing the price. Oh, okay, I could do that. You know, it was bargain. But yeah, like $10 trillion has been taken out of the stock market since the beginning of the year, which is absolutely insane. What's going to fix that? What's going to be the main catalyst? I mean, last time we were in like a depression this bad, what was it? It's worse than 2020. I don't really remember 08 too much, 07, 08. I mean, the last big depression, like actual Great Depression, was World War III. So or it was World War II. So let's hope the next one, the way out of this is not that. Anyway, Justin saying non-fungible wonderful video, Apple meeting. Yeah, so I saw his video. It was a few hours ago, right? Yeah, talking about how this is what I love about him. Talking how Apple might announce their partnership with Veve in Q1 of 2023, and you know, David talks with them all the time. So I'm sure their partnership goes much deeper than just we're on your app, we're on the iOS store. Like I'm 100% positive it goes deeper than that. How deep does it go? I have zero idea. Like, remember in Star Wars Episode 1 where Viceroy Gunray's like, no need to report that to him until there is something to report. Okay, well, no need to continuously talk with Apple every week unless there's things to talk about. If you know, so yeah, I can guarantee you, and anyone, you know, that thinks a little bit to the future, will tell you that they have to have some level of partnership. What is it? I don't know. Could it be as radical as what Non-Fungible Wonderful is suggesting? Yes, it could be. Could it be something not as radical? Could it just be like, I don't know, we're doing like a joint event or adventure together, like going on like a game? Not necessarily the Apple AR glasses or that, but a game, yeah, sure. Or maybe they're just going to do some advertising for us on their Apple TV. I don't know. Or, you know, remember like how in, I don't know how many years ago, when you got like your new iPhone or iPod or whatever, it automatically came with like a U2 album, even though nobody asked for it. Maybe on everybody's new Apple phone or iWatch, whatever it is, that it just might come with the Veve app. Now, again, is that, no, I have zero idea, I have no inside information, but any one of these things would be really great. Really great exposure. He also mentioned Mastercard. He also mentioned Coinbase. So, and Immutable X. Try to break this down. Coinbase has put a lot of money into Immutable X, and Immutable X is working its tail off very, very hard. I feel like it's that Charmander after it just flamethrowed all those Executor, and it's just trying to take a breath, take a little while, and Missy's like, if that little Pokemon worked that hard, you know, comment down below if you get that reference, get that episode where he evolves. Charmeleon. Anyway. They're trying so hard to become interoperable with Immutable X, and it's, or I'm sorry, with OpenSea, and I think Coinbase, I don't know if they could I don't know if they could buy OpenSea, but Coinbase NFT Marketplace doesn't necessarily exist yet. It will, and it would make sense that because Coinbase put so much money into Immutable X, and Veve is going to be interoperable with Immutable X, that the partnership between Coinbase and Veve is probably all but imminent, it's going to come. Super chat from Aldous Havley. What's going on? How you been? Saying, what up, fam? Pizza on my Randy, on my R. Looking forward to New York Comic Con. Oh, heck yeah, brother. Dude, I can't wait. We have a couple of things towards the end of the year. We got that, where is it? We got that whiskey night in November. But then, yeah, we got Comic-Con, which I think will be the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th of October. So yeah, pretty sure that'll be legit. Pretty sure that'll be good. I can't wait, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. We saw a mutual friend of ours. I saw a mutual friend of ours in the movie theater, seeing Jurassic Park last week. So that was really fun. Also, I finally saw Sonic 2. Oh my god, it was so good. I wish I saw that in theaters. So good. I'm looking forward to that as well. We're gonna go. We got to get some Veve merch for you as well, Alice. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, so Coinbase is partnered with Mumbot, with Amar Singh, with Matt Gondek, and probably a couple of other people that I don't even know about. And so Veve is also partnered with those people. So Coinbase knows what Veve is. Veve knows what Coinbase is, and I'm almost 100% positive that some type of partnership at some point. And again, I'm color me stupid, dumbstruck. Like quote that Green Day song, "Dumbstruck, color me stupid, good luck." I think that Omi gets on Coinbase at some point next year. When next year, I have zero idea. Aldous Havley, thank you so much for the super chat, saying, "Can't wait to get together again." Back together again, just like old friends, old friends. I don't know. So this is a really. It was from songs from the 80s. Back together again, singing the same old song. I don't know who sang it. I don't know what group it was, who it was from. I don't even remember where I heard it. All I know is those lines. But yes, can't wait to get back together again. So, moving on. The Mastercard thing is the only thing that I would maybe think of as not possible yet. Now, if you go to their old video they had with Lark Davis, which had just resurfaced, the last couple of months, they mention having a credit card. Okay, well, it would be really hard for them, because they don't have like a lot of the hardware, they don't have a lot of the stuff for that. But if you partner with someone like Mastercard to make a Veve Omi credit card, well, they already have a lot of that stuff in place, and they have a lot of extra cards around that they could just make, and yeah, that's possible. I don't think they would release, again, probably more than half of what was in that video for that Lark Davis interview is probably not going to happen. And maybe that's one of those things that's not going to happen, but it could be one of those things that would happen. I know a ton of people that use like a BlockFi credit card or a Bitcoin credit card. They use their Bitcoin to buy things, and they get reward. It gets transferred in the background. Like I said, I'm going to use my Bitcoin credit card to go and buy gas. Well, the transaction happens in the background, and what do? Well, when that happens, they go and they say, okay, well, we're going to take your Bitcoin, we convert it to dollars, and then we're going to use those dollars to pay for this gas. And then they take a little piece of it. But you get rewards for it as well. So, yeah, because people that do that, why do credit cards exist? It's not to help people. Credit cards exist to get people in debt so they continue paying the bare minimum, and the credit card companies get interest over interest over interest. And based on what I've seen outside of the whales and outside of some people that live frugally, and sometimes those are the same people, based on that, I see in the future a lot of people that are in Veve right now getting those credit cards, buying everything they can on it, and not paying all of it off at the end of the month, which is what you're supposed to do. And I could picture Veve and Omi making a good amount. Now, for somebody for me, I might not even get one if they have one. Why? Because I always forget to like pay it off. It's not that I don't have money. I just forget to pay things off, and it's like, oh, now my credit's down. And now I don't know, you could automate it. It do be 2022. You could automate everything, pay off automatically, and hopefully people do that. Because if you could go and like BlockFi, instead of getting Bitcoin back, if you can go and pay this and you get somehow Omi back, or somehow you get MCP points or something, God, that'd be insane. That'd be absolutely bananas. Okay, moving on. Bert the Jerk saying, hell of an intro, Randy. Oh, why, thank you. I thought my intro was pretty good as well. I thought. Bill Gardner says, can't wait to see Jurassic Park code NFTs. Yeah, I'm so curious for that. And if you missed my video of yesterday or today, David Yu has those NFTs. David Yu's got more in the pipeline. It's like, we need more dinos. Let me make a call. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. No. Sean Gill says, Randy Bobandy. What's up, Sean Gill? How's it going? I don't ever see that second season of American Horror Story where you have, I think it's Jessica Lange, who's like a nurse in this, or she wasn't a nurse. She was a nun in this like insane asylum, and when she becomes a patient, they have this musical number, whereas like Randy Bo Bandy, Mo Anna, like Anna Banana, stuff like that. That was a really cool scene. That was that was a great season. A lot of the seasons are really good. It's just good times. So Justin says Twitter forcing you to make an account to browse is on some incel crap. So I get it would make sense. I don't know if that itself is incel crap, dude. So I saw Miss Marvel today, like the episode 2, and dude, I feel so bad for this one kid. Forget his name, like Brian or something. It's like he is simping for Miss Marvel so bad, like absolute friend zone. I feel so bad for this kid. I was like, oh, dude, just like he's not doing something because he wants to like stay and be with her. I was like, oh my god, kid. Oh my god, where's your dad to like talk some sense into you? I don't want to say talk some sense into you. Moving on. Viddy Bond says, would be awesome for Omi to be the catalyst for hiring at exchanges. I mean, Omi's going to be a very, very big. God, I don't know what would Omi be once we get some of this utility. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be insane. This is with everything that's coming. And again, they didn't talk about anything 5 months out. They talked about everything that's 2 to 3 months out, or less, because a lot of this is happening in the next couple of weeks. Let's just say 6 weeks. It should start within the next 1 to 2 weeks, but it probably won't finish rolling out, for another month and a half to end July. But probably by the time San Diego Comic-Con happens. And what happens in August? What happens in September? What do they announce then? Really curious to see who their partner is for San Diego Comic-Con. Very heckin' curious. Now, where was I? Yep. Justin says, "Am I Mr. White when I say these? What I say to these said Twitter photos? Jesse, you're not thinking clearly, Jesse." All right, let me say that again. Jesse, you're not thinking clearly, Jesse. So, I love that show so much. Kobe Collects, thank you for the super chat. Saying, Randy, if all these were $1 and would remain $1 forever, what would I choose between Vader, Thor, Superman, Spider-Man, or Loki? All of them the secret or ultra rares, or Superman's by himself. He doesn't have a Spider-Man. Spider-Man just takes the most punishment and still keeps that good heart. He still keeps that soul inside of him, and you just can't put a price on that. All Chat Gaming says fire, straight fire. Jason Bourne says, what's your thoughts on Vault calling your channel boring? I mean, to some it is. I've gone through this with Pokemon before. I've gone through this with other things where, I'm not one to give those like, thumbnails. I'm not one to just give like, the clickbait titles. I don't do any of that. If I did, I imagine I could have as many subscribers as whoever, or Cavell, whatnot. But it's just like, I feel like it's cheap views. And again, I get, everybody kind of has their space in here. It kind of has like their niche. I would much rather, I can't really say this without like insulting everyone or anyone. Like, I would much rather have people that like, oh, hey, this person gives some good information, and and if it's just my videos are purposely not like crazy. They're just the facts or just whatever. Live streams obviously can get a little wild. Podcasts can get a little crazy and fun. So if I don't think he watches the live streams or the podcast. Again, if it's boring to him, I can't do anything about that to make him feel better. Nor would I want to. But also, it's just the type of audience that I want to go for is just, is not people who are just like, oh my god, look at that thumbnail, or it's just like, and a clickbait title. I want people to watch me because I perceive things and report things that are 100% different than everyone else. everyone can have their 2 cents on this most recent video, on this most recent update, but when they watch me, I want them to get something more than a clickbait title video or a crazy thumbnail. Do I happen to have some fun on our live streams like tonight? Yeah, absolutely. Do I happen to have some fun on the podcast? Absolutely. Yeah, the videos, sure, sometimes they can be boring, but that's I don't know. So who and what I am. If he finds it boring, then I'm surprised he watches my stuff. But anyway, Omi Panda says, evening. Good evening, Omi Panda. Darth Chaos says, hello there. General Kenobi. Randy Chavez says, Secret Rare Spider-Man is my vote. Yeah, that'd be my vote too. For reasons I gave twice now. This Planet Prophet says, thumbs up, everyone. Smash it. Yeah, give me that. Smash that like button. Yobo says, hi, Randy. How's it going? Going okay. It's going all right. I got a little bit of a sandwich left up there. I ran this morning. I was going to try to go back to the gym again, but then my body wasn't used to running for a little while. And it's like, you need to... All I had was a protein shake and eggs, and it was like, you need to... You need to carb up. You need to get some fuel back in you. So I a couple sandwiches, but yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm gonna work out super early in the morning. Can't wait. Thank you for 50 likes. That means the world. Chavez says Superman is a dead franchise. Superman is not a dead franchise. Superman, for all of DC's follies and plunders, there is a... How should I put this? Yeah, DC dropped the ball on some Superman stuff. But as a franchise, like, Superman is like forever. Like, the animated movies, so good. A lot of the comics, still really good. Like now granted, year one was made like 8-9 years ago. But oh my god, that was so good. Oh my god, the stories, the comic books. I like Jonathan Hickman the best. I like a lot of the artwork on both. I like a lot of the stuff. But again, like the comic books that the writers that write for one branch, for one brand, they write for the other as well. So Superman, I think, is you're never gonna get rid of Superman ever. That's like one of the superheroes, like ever. And people read it. People love the games. People love being him. Pretty cool. No way is that a dead franchise. Mr. Planet Prophet says, great question, Kobe. Hey, Mr. Planet Prophet, saying, hey, Randy. Kobe Clark says, what a great answer. Spider-Man, you little angel. I am so glad you appreciate my answer. Mr. Planet Prophet says, the Gale is so correct. Remember who is here now, as in YouTubers, fans, and themselves. The ones who stuck together here are now the real people who let us all remember each over now. So let me go and read exactly what he said. Excuse me. I don't know if I can... Oh god, where was it? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, so it was the Gale that said, quote, pay attention to who's still active on social media, YouTube, Twitter, etc., during these bearish times. For when the bull market returns and everyone pops out of the woodwork, you'll know the difference between the real and the others. End quote. Oh god, excuse me. So again, also what he means by that, I don't know if he's ever worked with any stockbrokers or knows any stockbrokers, but you give somebody a bad, not even a bad stock pick, a good pick, but it just goes down because the overall market. The guy will never take your calls, even if you're not calling to complain. Just like, hey, is everything okay? That like one of the biggest things for me when this all went down, which I personally, it probably would have benefited me a lot more if I would have stopped YouTube. If I would have been like, okay, everything's going down, now I need to go back to work. I need to go and do a lot of stuff for me, so I can get more OMI, so I can do this, and that would have been a really bad look for Veve. That would have been a really bad look for me. Oh, Randy Chavez gave up, even though I wouldn't have. I would have just kept buying more, but it would have been a bad look for Veve. Hey, one of your most consistent YouTubers, one of your most popular YouTubers, decided to go and not make content anymore, and is not answering our questions, not answering our DMs. That would have been a horrible look. It's so much better to be here every single day and show you guys that, hey, I haven't sold, I'm right here with you. I think everyone that's still here that's making positive content is going to be here. They'll be rewarded, I think. We got Kobe Collect saying the gem rate is absurd after announcements. I've paused orders. Interesting. Kobe Collect's gonna be cashing out soon. Gonna make a profit. Mr. Planet Profit says, "Oof, what's gonna happen to gems now and rate? It's gonna be a bit more expensive to buy gems." Randy Chavez paid 0.6 today. I guess now it's between 0.6 and 0.65. Where you can get it, because Kobe's not. he's paused some orders there. We got Miss Planet Profit says before or after announcement at Randy Chavez. Yeah, I'm curious before or after. Justin deleted DoorDash. Interesting. We got Kobe Collect says, who's coming to Comic-Con Toronto? Not I. Maybe one day in the future. Ooh, Randy Chavez said after. Kobe Collect says, Justin, you genius. Darth Chaos says, was Captain Carter the first Comic-Con exclusive drop on Veve? I don't know. Maybe. I do remember that. Either that one or the Chaosium ones. And the Chaosium ones, Chaosium withdrew their license because their fans just bullied them into not doing any NFTs. It's like, oh god, you guys gotta step up your game, Can't let your fans bully you around. I hate it when people do that. I've seen that with not just companies like Chaosium. I've seen that with Jenna Marbles, where people were going and saying, Jenna Marbles, you made a very inappropriate joke 9 years ago. How dare you? And then she's like, all right, guys, I'm done. I'm out. Y'all wanted this. Y'all got this. And ever since then, I've hated cancel culture. Because we lost, and again, she's still alive, but, we lost, one of the most consistent, funniest, just angel of a YouTuber, angel of a person on YouTube. So ever since then, I've been very, very much against cancel culture. Very much against it. So, moving on. Randy Chavez says, those cons are a big deal. Very big deal. They're huge. Jazz says, I will secure the bag by all means necessary. I will, I'm going to try as well. We'll see. I wish I wasn't going to Dragon Con. I wish I was not going to this so I could... it'll be good to go there and do some stuff, but San Diego Comic-Con, got New York Comic-Con. Jesus, man. Moving on. Not about it says, sell your Veve NFTs, please. I am a customer. I'm not selling them at these all-time lows. That's not happening. I will at some point. Jazz says, the difference between me and Warren Buffett is subtle, yo. Hodl. Difference between me and Warren Buffett is subtle, yo. Oh, dude, I love Jesse so much from Breaking Bad. He's such a cool character. Blockchain Bullfrog says, are these gems purchased somewhere off app? Yeah, usually somebody's selling gems and they'll sell them for I guess now 0.6 and 0.65 between there. This Planet Prophet says, would love a new cards category. Geographic cards? Like flashcards? Yeah, I mean, cards would be great as well. That'd be a great new medium. Because the ones that we have aren't necessarily, the lenticular cards are not really playable. I don't think. I don't know how you do that. But yeah. Okay, says WB has Potter. Interesting. These Marines says Veve partnering with Jazzwares, most likely. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, we could do some physical stuff with them. That'd be perfect. I'm surprised we haven't already, to be honest. That's why we haven't had any physical things. Yeah, I would love to see Jeremy Padauer take a more active role, just because he's, got the 4th largest toy company in the world. It would make a lot of sense. Yeah. So, moving on. Chaos says, Comic-Con, I was under the impression a new partnership, but I'll take DC Comics. That'd be great to get some more DC or some more comics. Oh god, could you imagine Action Comics #1 and all this? Now I could hear some of the, I guess I don't know if it'd be FUD or just be legit criticism. Where if we have Action Comics #1, let's say that comes to Veve, and there's going to be a lot of hero peeps be like, no, well, we have the first Action Comics thing on the blockchain because they have the card. And so listen, man, I love the collectability of Hero. I love the fact that you can get a lot of things for $1 because it's easier to collect that way. But having said that, that is not doing so hot right now. That is, a lot of people took heavy, or not heavy, a lot of people were net negative the last couple of days as far as that was concerned. I think that can be successful in the future when we get out of this bear market, we get out of this thing. I definitely have high hopes for it, but right now that is going ouchy. That is taking an ouch, as is everything. Although recur actually went up because that was down to like 110 per pass, and now it's up over 200 per pass again because they announced Nickelodeon partnership, full Nickelodeon, not just Riptar, not just Our Real Monsters, but they have like full Nickelodeon. So very, very big for them. And I do believe that in the future that a lot of money will go to both Hero and Recur, as long as they consistently do some fun stuff. Yabo says, I'm considering selling all collectibles when cash out comes and putting it all into OMI. If OMI stays this price, I'll have a total of about 7 million OMI. Any suggestions? I don't want to say suggestions, just other options, and I'm not telling you which one to do or anything, but if you could sell it directly for OMI, I don't know how much OMI you have now, Yabos, but let's say whatever, you have a certain amount of collectibles and it's this price, and you have a certain amount of OMI, it's this price. Let's say they're even right now. Okay, well, in 2 months, if collectibles have gone down and OMI's gone up, then might be a good time to take your existing OMI and buy some of those collectibles. Wait for that to even out again, and after it goes like that, okay, then cash back out into OMI. Just play that game. I guarantee you, millions is going to be made like that. Like millions. The manipulation is going to be insane. I might try to do that a little bit with maybe like 1 million OMI, maybe a couple million, give or take. But I have so much. I'm just holding it there. I'm going to pretend like I don't have it. Moving on. Omar Kasaje says, looks like the NFT was the Andy experience because the space is looking into it. The Andy experience? What's the Andy experience? All right, hang on. I got people talking about something. I'll be interviewing Foster Hilt within the next 10 days, probably, to go over some stuff. Okay. So this is, you said in spaces? Okay, there's Hero, VV, Cow Crew, AMC, Adam Aaron, Star Wars, Obi-Wan, Women in Web. I don't see anything in spaces for Andy experience. I'm not even sure what the Andy experience. Okay, that's not a person on Twitter that I can find. All right, let's Google this. The Andy experience. Oh, it is the Lightyear early access screening, the Andy experience. Oh, so you can see that a little early. Well, when does that come out? When does Buzz Lightyear come out? Hold on. When does Buzz Lightyear? Well, that comes out on the 17th. That comes out in a couple of days. That's really interesting. Where am I here? Look, the NFT was the Andy. Wait, so is the Andy experience an NFT? Oh, that's what it would be. Okay, that would be interesting if the NFT was to get into the. I don't see how they could do that and deliver it in like 2 days. I feel like you got to give people, a little heads up. Justin says they lose in the Senate, House, basement, all of it. I don't know who gets what. I mean, well, let's take a look at political lines over here and be like, how many seats do I was put Republicans have in the House? Party breakdown gallery. Oh, it's 209 Republicans, 220 Democrats. So there is right now a good amount more of Democrats, not by a ton. Can they lose? They'll probably lose a couple seats. The Republicans will probably gain. Will it be enough to switch over? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But right now, Dems have it going in the advantage. How many seats do Republicans have in the Senate? I'm curious to see this one also. Party division. Can you just give me a breakdown, please? I don't need the. And I don't know how many elections are going to be. Okay, so so there's 50 Republican and 48 Democrat. Okay, and 2 independent. So what you have is Republicans might strengthen their. Well, it depends because there's only 34, I believe. Like there's 34 elections seats that are up for re-election this particular coming cycle. So that might stay the same. The only thing that would be different, I don't know if Dems can hold on in the House and then they can get a Senate majority, and suddenly it's they control everything, and they could just streamline pretty much anything that they wanted. But why I do like Biden is because he is middle left. Like he's not, as much as people like to make him out to be, he's not like super far socialist left. AOC is, Bernie Sanders is, Biden's not. Typically, when I do see a Democrat president, I do like to see a Republican Senate. I do like to see a Republican House, and vice versa. When you have a Republican president, I do like to see Democrat filling the House, because I think when government doesn't get things done, when they can't give themselves more power, that tends to be, I think, a little bit better for people. Just my opinion. Doesn't give me those eyes. Ready? Chavez says Trump is getting charged with serious crime soon. I doubt he is. Sinful Mile says, I think the bear will keep tripping down the hill till the midterms. If Republicans win both houses, they'll be on their way to growth. They will lower taxes and deregulate. Hopefully lower taxes. Hydrate. I am a big fan of lower taxes all across the board. Ryan Chavez says we'll be in a civil war soon once Trump is charged. No, we won't. Silver Mile says we will see all-time highs again in about 38 months. Well, I hope it doesn't take that long, but we'll see. He almost says depression. Randy Chavez says, yeah, Boebert and Marge Green, economic geniuses, LOL. I don't even know who Boebert and Marge are. Jared Salsa says depression. Alice Havley says, thank you so much for the super chat, saying, what up, fam? Pizza on my R. Looking forward to New York Comic Con. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I can't wait as well. I can't wait to be to just chill with you guys again. And it'll be super fun. Tim HNC says, maybe Vivi will begin to be preloaded on every Apple phone in the future. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. That would be really interesting. And people would be like, what is this? So I could picture some like lawsuits happening with that, where we're like, I was put, this addictive app was put on my phone, and now I'm out there. I could picture like News 7 right now. This phone came with a new app. Nobody knew what it was. Now this person's out tens of thousands of dollars. Like, why? Because it is very addictive, and it is, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Randy Chavez says, Elon, free speech guy, picks the worst First Amendment guy in decades, DeSantis. Did he throw his support behind DeSantis? DeSantis is good on some things and not the best on some other things. Central Mile says, I'm still thinking Omi won't reach a penny till 2024. I think you're 100% wrong. Like, if Omi doesn't reach a penny this year, it should reach multiple pennies next year. Sinful Mile, there's a lot coming. There's a lot coming. Dr. Inspiron says, hi, Randy and everyone. Greetings from Malaysia. Hope everyone's doing fine in this bear market. Oh, I'm doing fine. Every time I read the word fine, I think of this girl, we'll call her Charisse, who we were just talking about, I don't know, like stuff back home. Me and this one girl, me call Charisse and call this other girl Angela. Talking about Angela had a boyfriend. Angela did not have a boyfriend back home. I I did not really have anyone back home, but Charisse had a boyfriend back home. So we were just talking about stuff because we were all deployed, and we were just talking about stuff. And it's like, I think Angela brought up, it's like, oh, you know, you get that deployment. I can't say it. That deployment F buddy. And she's like, no, I'm loyal to my boyfriend. And she's like, I see her like scrolling through like Facebook, and she's like liking like these random and whatever. Like, this like, oh, him, you like him? And it's like, yeah, well, he's fine. I was like, I thought you just said he had a boyfriend. Like, that don't mean he's not fine. And she's like, as she liked another photo. Again, whenever I read that word fine, that memory triggers. And I don't. You guys didn't need to know that, but now you know. So, I had to tell someone. Sinful Mawile says Todd McFarlane down for the count. Oh lordy, what's the McFarlane down to? Let's take a look. See. Oh, what's the name of that song? I think that's called not 666 Sing Sing Sing. Oh, I forget the name of the song. Anyway, I'm gonna ask you guys. It's in Gilmore Girls season 3. It's in the dance marathon. All right, we're gonna see the Todd McFarlane. Okay, Batman Black and White. I really can't wait to dance for you guys one day. All right, we're gonna go for the Todd McFarlane. We're gonna take a look at this, and there's 92 on sale, and he's all right. It's 2200. That's not bad. He's at least he's not like 1800, 1700. 2200. Damn. What's the Eddie Rizzo at? Take a look at this bad boy. 43 of them available. He's at 45 hundo. Interesting. Okay, moving on here. I'll just have you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, can't wait to get together again. Can't wait to get together again either. Gonna be great. Randy Chavez says Coinbase laid off 18% today. Damn. That is a lot. That is a lot. Justin says now you have to order pizza. Oh no. Pizza's too fat. I thought about getting pizza at the 7-Eleven, but I did not. Sinful Miles says E2 economists calculate Essence to be worth 13 cents. That sounds about right. Let's see a spike on open day. Yes. No. I don't know who E2 economist is. 13 cents per Essence is that's retarded. Like that is like I would love to see the math but behind why he thinks 13 cents for Essence. Because that's just really, I think that's 100%. As wrong as I said you were about only being a penny until 2024, I think you're 100% wrong. I think E2 Economist is 100% wrong about 13 cents as that. All right, let's do the math on this real quick. Let's say, which we probably don't, but let's say there's a 200 million circulating supply times 0.13. So $26 million is the entire market cap for Essence. KPI is like so much bigger than Sandbox or Decentraland. That is freaking stupid. I mean, there's more monthly active users in Earth 2 than there is Veve. They sold 100 million tiles. There's no way Essence is 13 cents. That is ridiculous. You send them this clip. You send this clip to them. Sorry. Moving on. Autobot says Coinbase is offering a 30-day no fees free trial for all transactions right now. Ooh, interesting. Miles says actually credit cards don't make most of their revenue from late fees, most from transactional fees. Burdens have to pay those fees, so credit card make the most money from high spenders. That's also a good point. That is a good point. Ooh. Asian Dan says, me hearing that OMI could go to 0.0009, sell at a loss, hold to 0, and Puddin' Cheeks responds, forgot option C. Don't even care. God, I love Ron Swanson. I really do. Oh, ooh, excuse me. Alice Havley says, hey, Justin, much love. Hope you're well. I am only 30 minutes behind on comments, so I'm doing pretty well. We're going to do a Patreon member shout out, though. Oh, God, hiccups. Patreon member shout out. It'll be anyone probably under the age of 30 will get it. No, it's not going to kick me. It's going to be... It's going to be Sleeping with Sirens, and it's going to be... No, not that one. Nope. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be an oldie but goodie for me. All right, Patreon member shout out. She doesn't know she's beautiful, 'cause no one's ever told her so. And the demons that she has are all she knows. And maybe she could fall in love with someone in her life that she could trust. And tell her she's enough, yeah, tell her she's enough. How come no one heard her when she said, maybe I'm better off dead? If I was, would it finally be enough? All right, everyone, please check out at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever over on Twitter. Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the BB app. Kobe Collection, Only Player One over on the YouTube. Raythax.eth domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Vivi Darklink, Meta Lemon, and Vivi Vibes all on the YouTube. You got at Wet Wizard Vivi, at Nomad with Guitar, and at Gary O at 1234CA3 all on the Twitter. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. All right, time for round two. Okay, hour number 2. Let's go. Randy Chavez says, you basically said the free NFTs will suck. No, he didn't. Not at all. Mr. Blind Prophet says, hey, what's up, Mr. Blind Prophet? Matthew Smith says, bought 70 comics yesterday. Dollar cost average down. Oh, that's epic. That's amazing. Matthew Smith says, bought 70. I just read that. Real Talk says, anyone know who the chosen few testers are for MTL? I know like one. Oh no, I know the ones for the web app. It would make sense the ones for the web app would have MTL, but I actually don't. I don't know who are the MTL testers for who they are. Mr. Planet Prophet says, I only watch you right now because you're not fake. Aw, thanks, man. Thanks. So I mean, it's not that I even try to not be fake. It's just, remember in Harry Potter where somebody asked him like how you deal with like all the fame and how'd you become who you are? He's like, I'm not anyone special. I'm just Harry. Like, I don't know. This is who I am. I feel like Eminem. I don't know. It's just the way I am. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like, clearly don't try to impress anyone. Like, I clearly don't live in this. I mean, I could sell half my OMI, get a nice house. But why? Why would I want to put on airs to get some, like, likes on my Instagram? Oh, that's silly. Gene says, absolute genuine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Gene. I was happy saying Mr. Planet Prophet. I think I bought your X-Men Deadpool yesterday. Nice. I gotta love him. Crypto Nighter says, which one is better to have? 1 Vader or 2 R2D2? And also Winnie the Pooh or Donald Duck and Daisy Duck. All right, so let's go one at a time. Vader, R2D2. Vader's that animated is so awesome. It's so cool. I think there will be other R2D2s that people are going to want to get. I mean, again, do I want, and give me the choice. Hang on one second, guys. I got to do give me the choice of the first appearance R2D2 on the blockchain, which is the, it's a golden moment. It's whatever. Or give me, let's say there's another R2 coming that is going to be more for the VVverse, not really collectible, and that would be the third appearance, because you have the first one, you have the R2 in the comics, and then you have this, like, go back to Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. I want an R2 that I can, press a button and a lightsaber comes out. Like, I want that. I don't think that. Oh, it's my sink. Hang on. Okay. Also, my pants got unbuttoned. So yeah, I would 100% want the R2 that you could do stuff with, that you could put a lightsaber in. Imagine putting, Luke Skywalker or Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber in there, and then you press a button, pew, it shoots out, and your Jedi gets it. That'd be pretty heckin' awesome. And I would want that one over R2. Now, probably because that one would be a little bit cheaper. Because why? Because I mean, they're probably going to make a bunch of that one. But Vader is, I don't know. God, that looks so cool. That looks so amazing. But there's only one animated Vader. The other Vaders are kind of like the discount Vaders. They are Vaders, they're great, but you're gonna get Vader, you want the animated. So I would say out of the R2 we have now, or Vader, I would say Vader. And then Winnie or Donald and Daisy Duck. They're both. I mean, Donald and Daisy Duck took a deep dive off a cliff. Let's see what we're at here in the golden moments. Once I find them, I'll let you know. I'll do a. All right, we got the duos. We got Winnie and Piglet. 13,000 of them. There's less than 2% of them available. I think I just saw an orb. It's at 120. Oh my God, when was that 120? All right, so then you got the Donald and Daisy Duck. It's 180. Wow. I mean, they're both a coin flip. They're both real. I mean, Kay loves his ducks. Kay's got a bunch of those. I don't know which one's better. I don't know which one would have more. I don't know. Like if I want a Winnie the Pooh though, like I just want like a Winnie, just him, little red shirt, maybe with a pot of honey. I want like a cutesy collectible, you know? Like I want something that like looks cute. That looks good, but doesn't look cute. The Donald and Daisy Duck seems to look more appropriate being all in gold. Especially because it's a Valentine's Day thing. So I would say Donald and Daisy Duck, in my opinion. Gene says, show support, smash the like button, smash it, smash it. Carlos Castro says, Randy's not boring. He is unique. Oh, why, thank you for saying that I'm unique. That means a lot. I forget where we were before, or I wanted to... Yeah, I would say I'm a little unique as well. Just a little bit. Now, where was I? But okay, I've lost my spot. Bought 70 comics. Okay. Randy Chavez says he would buy R2D2s. As I would have said, Donald and Daisy Duck. Not a bot says, Randy, let's be honest. If you are miles ahead of all other VV YouTubers, Taps is great, but he's a part-timer. Listen, Taps. So, me and Taps are in a group chat together, and it's with a couple of other YouTubers as well, and we had all, like, not really voted, but we'd kind of said, like, yeah, Taps is our favorite. Taps is very, very busy. And like, so remember, like, I honestly, if I was late to this game, if let's say I didn't get in until this year, I don't think I would even go live. I think I would just make videos, be like, guys, this is what I'm doing. You know, I'm very big into Earth 2. Like, let's say if I never stopped working, and but I was still YouTubing, you know, but I never stopped working, and I really only made videos either a couple times a week, or it was, you know, the once a week, it was, or once a day, but it was different for the once a day. Like it was just a, hey, here's my Tesla, Pokemon, Earth 2 thing, video all wrapped up in one. Now, if I did that, and I found, let's say I still had, you know, $500-600, whatever, and I had decided to get into Veve and Omi now, as opposed to last year, I would say that I wouldn't put my all into this. I would cover it part-time, because there's so much other dynamic personalities. You know, you have Taps, you have Non-Fundable Wonderful. Like, I really wish Puddin' Cheeks would make more videos. You know, you have a lot of really cool, good people. Although, yeah, none of them. I think only Cavell's like full-time. But again, you know, Cavell is responsible for getting a lot of people in. He's responsible for a lot of people staying, and he has his place. But you know, he can only gather so much people to him. You know, everyone has their niche, and I think part of the reason why I am ahead of some of these YouTubers, because I just post every day. I post consistently, and you know, like, but like I said, you have some people that came in after. Like, you have Dino Lang, that's very good about posting. You have Rob Stuff, Rob Stuff is like a wealth of information that is so good. this isn't just another nerd. Like again, we're all nerds. He's not just. He's a very, very extraordinarily successful nerd, and has made his living, same as I did, off of collectibles and things like this. So I think he's very underrated. And then you have younger ones, like I use Poba G. I don't think I've seen a video from him in a long time. Let's take a look. The Poba G. Last video was 3 months ago. But why do I love Poba G so much? Is because you have that particular mindset of somebody who is in college, who is young and likes this. And we don't get that. Like let's say like the women of Viva. You have, Wendy Stibalis, you have Orange Bag Lady, you have Vivi Fox, you have but they're all, and again, I don't want to say old because they're not, but they're all, they're not 20, they're not, 19. Like I like the younger YouTubers because they're giving us older people a view that we might not otherwise have. So I do have to give credit to, a lot of you guys as well, like for asking these great questions and things that maybe I wouldn't have thought of on my own. So I would say that I have some advantages because of my background in finance and background in collecting, and then also just being consistent because I don't have a job. I imagine if Taps had, was liquid for like $2 million, he probably wouldn't have a job either. He'd probably like, okay, let me just do YouTube full time. Because he'd like that. If I ever win Lotto, not when Omi goes up, because that's, I was earned, but if I ever win Lotto, get a windfall, I'll be like, Taps, you're going full time on these videos here. So yeah. And I get very lucky. Like I said, like I have these great connections. Like I didn't just get here on my own. I've had people agree to come on the podcast that really help out. I've had David come on the podcast. I've Biden's campaign manager come on. I've had Amar Singh. By the way, I talked to Amar Singh that for any confusion of that, I'll put it in my next video. For any confusion, that next Pride Louis Vuitton NFT, that is on Vivi. That's not, there was speculation that like, oh, is he starting his own platform or whatever. Like that is coming to Vivi. So yeah, like I get very lucky. Like I said, I have a friend helping me out to go to San Diego Comic-Con. That is, paying for hotel and airfare. It's like, oh crap, okay, all I gotta do is buy tickets. Well, fudge. So yeah, this is, I get very lucky. Other people maybe aren't as lucky. I know I'm born lucky. So I do appreciate that Notabot though. I'm gonna try to earn it. Mr. Punter Prop says, hey, thank you, Aldous Havley. Look after him. Randy Chavez's last good Superman movie was 81. So again, there were some issues with Man of Steel. There were some issues with Batman v Superman. There's some issues in Justice League. There's some issues with all these. But they're still entertaining movies. And they're still, because of the time, a lot better than what Superman movies were. Why? Because it's just, graphics get better. CGI gets better. Get a jacked Superman, How says, yes, I own a few of those. Guys, he's in good company. This Spina Prop is smiling. Justin, give me those, rad signs. Tim HNC says, I never buy discounted gems. I would buy them directly from Vivi support to support Vivi and to not help the bots. Yeah, definitely don't help the bots. Petonius Chris says, so how will we be able to consolidate our accounts? They haven't told us yet. Most likely it would just be, hey, I know probably different emails for them, but it would say like, hey, prove you're owner of this account and prove you're owner of both accounts, and they'll probably just let you swap. They'll probably just let you send collectibles from one to the other, and that's probably how you'll do it. Pan Robin says, if any collectibles go to one gem, I'll sell my soul to buy them all. JK. Devil ain't having my soul unless I get 3 wishes, and even then I'll wish for 3 waltz. Yeah. Obviously, none of these are really going down to one gem. Not about congratulations to the Vivi team. Not just MTL, but Gems of Crypto. I call that killing it. Same thing. I call it killing it as well. Wiz Callie says, is the Earth flat? Probably not. I don't think so. Have I ever been to space? No. I have known a couple people that have gone into space, but no, I don't think it is. But do I know? No, never proved it myself. I just choose to believe those that have been there. Sinful Miles says Omi collectibles are more E2 land. Ooh, okay. Depends on how much money I get. Yeah, if I get $1 million free and clear right now, most would go to Omi. Let's say I get $1 million, 100K will be to me and to charity and stuff like that. Or 50K will go to me, 50K will go to charity. The other 900K, I'll start by putting 500,000 into Omi. I'll start by, out of the 400K that's left, maybe I don't think I would split it, but maybe. My God, I have allergies out the yin yang. But then I'd say I might do an even split between E2 and collectibles. We would see. Isaiah, the $2 super chat. Isaiah. Sorry, you told me how to pronounce your name at DCon, and I guess I was drunk, and I don't 100% remember. Isaiah? Is Aya here? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hydrate. You say, I wonder when KYC open to everyone? I mean, they'll roll it out in a couple of weeks, but when it's open, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they wouldn't have an issue with rolling out KYC to everyone. And I'd also be really curious to see if we can tell how many accounts were KYC'd and how many weren't and how many are consolidated. So we could actually see how many users we have, not just like X amount. We don't know the users, we just know how many accounts, and some of those accounts could have different users. Yeah. Okay, so Curtis M. Cooper tweets, today marks the end of Canon Crisis's first month. We've removed over 550,000 Omi from circulating supply. Our best day was May 24th, was $64, and our not so best day was June 10th, 95 cents. We're changing a few things in the coming weeks to incentivize users from other markets as well. Shout out to you, Curtis M. Cooper. Yes, okay. I mean, when is it going to be fully rolled out? Probably sometime in Q3. If it starts in Q2, cool. But yeah, probably Q3. If I had my guess. Now, where was I? We were playing. Mr. Planet Prophet says land is going to be insane on Veve. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that should burn close to 100% of Omi. So I'm very, very excited about it. Like, you have no idea how much Omi we can burn. Now, it'd be great if we had the land sale right now. We could burn so much Omi from circulating supply in the next couple of months. But, next year, I do see us being up. Justin says we need Foster. We'll have him on the podcast probably in. Next week will be at NFT NYC. I have my friend Steph coming on the podcast tomorrow. She is a real estate agent. She'll be on at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna have to go to the gym super early. And then I have a call later. I'm doing something on Friday. Hanging with my friend Dan on Saturday. I'm supposed to be with my friend. Okay. I could probably have Foster on the 26th. So actually about 11 days. Because the 19th is Father's Day, so I can't have him on this Sunday. But probably the 26th is when I would have him on. I think that'd be pretty cool. It was Callius' fake Buzz Lightyear. Fake Buzz Lightyear. Ms. Planet Bravo says, hey, anyone know which Pixar got that animation update after? I don't think they did. I don't think it was Pixar. So this is actually the real Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear, the toy, which we all know, was based off of a real person. And this was the real Buzz Lightyear. And we all knew the toy version. So, yeah. I think it'd be really great if this Buzz Lightyear could interact with his toy self in the future. That'd be really cool. forget what football player played as himself in Madden, but yeah. Excuse me. Remember when Brock Lesnar was in Madden like 03 and he had like a 40 rating? It was horrible. It's great. D Supreme says no. The Lightyear NFT is the actual photo posted by AMC. It's those giant theater posters, but maybe animated. Oh, that'd be interesting. Oh, that would be really interesting. I don't know though. Wait, is that confirmed? Lightyear NFT is the actual photo? That'd be cool. Matthew Smith says, "Hey Randy, do you know what that self-made statue is called and who's it by?" I don't. Ask Taps, because Taps actually got one. Like he bought one. It was so cool. I was like, "Oh, you got one?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Ah!" It was great. I actually don't. I don't know who it's by though or what it's called. Wiz Callie says Buzz Lightyear movie was blocked in the UAE. So apparently they're gonna have a gay or lesbian scene in there where it's not like, full on like Team America World Police where puppets are doing it, but it's like supposedly a kiss, and there are some countries that don't like that. There's some countries that don't like that at all. I guess the UAE is one of them. I'd guess Saudi Arabia would be one. I guess I'd guess there'd be there was even this dude. And I commented on VV's post saying like, "Oh, it's a shame, like Buzz Lightyear, but I'm not taking my kid to see this." And it's like, all right, if you were to just say that he doesn't like public displays of affection in general, that's one thing, I guess. But like how many times do Disney characters kiss all the time? And that's just with heteronormative relationships of guy to girl to guy, and kids can see that, but they can't see it. Like, dude, love is love, man. Let's just, as long as it's consensual and it's age appropriate, I feel that love is love. Outside of those two things, consent and age appropriate, love is just love, and love who you love, no matter what. As long as you're both into it, is cool. Randy Chavez says, Jesus Christ, the Dems have the Senate. Did they? I could have sworn I just looked it up. And I thought Republicans had the Senate. All right, hang on. We're going to get to the bottom of this. How many seats do Republicans have in the Senate? I could have sworn Republicans had 50 seats. And there's only... 34 of the 100 seats are up for regular election. But I don't see where the fudge... Yeah, it's not showing. Oh my god. No, Republicans have it. Republicans have 50, Democrats have 48, and Independents have 2. So yeah. D Supreme says Lightyear NFT is a new vertical called the Hyperspeed Display Series. It says in the AMC photo. So animated giant movie poster. Okay. All right. Let me take a picture of that. I'll use that for my video later. Randy Chavez says he is clueless about politics. So it's okay. I'm here to educate. Sinful Mile says what Biden isn't relevant to me. Recently, he didn't even acknowledge the recession. Of course he didn't. The White House controls the narrative for him and fixes his mistakes. Yeah. And Chavez says, Randy might want to read today's news. Tomorrow's hearing will be mind-blowing. I mean, it might be. We'll see. Not a Bot says, Biden got us out of Afghanistan. What a good thing. Stupidest war in the history of the world. Just behind Iraq. Yeah, I wish I could have asked more about that to my guest yesterday, who was security forces and has been to Middle East like half a dozen times. But the last year or two, he was really in counter-terror in South America, and and he wasn't really paying attention because he's working 16 hours a day in his own fields. So he wasn't really paying attention to what's going on in Afghanistan. Yeah, I shouldn't have been in there in the first place, but how he went out probably shouldn't have happened either. It's insane. President 420, what's going on? Says it seems like Randy Chavez is Jerry Clough in disguise. Could be. News Now Marijuana says, why Chavez? Because CNN said so. Sinful Malo says, a lot is coming, but recession is killing Omi, sending us into deep near future Odin sleep. I mean, Omi has done very well considering what Bitcoin did, going from 28,000 to 20,000. Omi's stayed at 0.0011. It hasn't gone below that. Sinful Malo says, loyalty is a privilege, not a right. Preach, fam. Oh, water is so good. Mark D says, military-industrial complex let Biden take us out of Ghani because they knew Russia was going to respond to NATO, trying to steal Ukraine. The global politics is like it's so hard, and it's so, you have to handle things with such finesse because this one has alliances with that one, which has bad blood with this one, and it's just like, oh my god, can't we all just get along? Like, why? Oh my god, yeah, it's insane. You know, this one stole countries from that person, that one bombed this person's. Yeah, it's insane. Crypto Nair says Todd or Vader. That's a good one. Vader has less mints, but there is more of Vader that's not the ultra rare. But those are not animated, and you know, it's like, okay, well, there's only one Todd. Okay, but he's one of like a dozen Batman. You know, there's a lot of Batman, and he's just one of them. And a lot of people might not care. They just be like, Batman, which one do I take? And they might just want a Batman in general. They don't care which one they get. But then collectors coming in saying, oh, this is the first set on Veve. They're going to get that. Oh, God, they're going to get that one. They're going to get that one. But there's a lot of people that are going to want this Vader. This is so hard. I don't know. Well, all-time highs for Vader, he has to double. All-time highs for the Todd, he's got to like 7x. So Vader, well, I think Vader has a bit more room to grow, in my opinion. But who knows? Now, where was I? Doggy Boy, or the Dog Boy, says this AMA is about Veve, right? It's about whatever you... I mean, I answer everyone's questions, so whatever you want to ask. Randy Chavez says 2,200 for the Todd. Yikes. Sinful Mile says, get the Panda Express. No orange chicken or fried rice. Stick with Kung Pao, super greens. Yeah, those are good. You could actually eat healthy there. You get steamed chicken and shrimp, and that's it. You don't really have to get anything else. I remember 2017, it was rough trying to buy clean food all the time. Oh. So we got somebody saying, thank you, Veve, the amazing journey up until now. MTL and multiple crypto cash out. Options, conversion around the corner. I'm stacking more before the next bull run. Let's go, Veve fam. And who's jumping in? Do your own research. Oh, it was a sell. Wait, you said it was stacking? Are they stacking gems? Because this looked like it was a sell. Gem, yeah, 28,365 for Marvel Comics #1. The fee was 23. Okay, so this person sold a bunch of gems, or sold the MC1. I'm stacking more. Okay, so this person, wow, this person's gonna get a nice, 25,000 gems, gonna cash out. Good for you, Maria Marcagianis. Oh, that's really nice. Good for her. It all began with her first drop in the parking lot in her car at $6.99 Marvel Comics. She got a secret rare. Oh, and she just sniped an R2-D2, mint number 1954, for 1,088 doll hairs. This woman's really good at stuff. She's a thank you to single mothers, first-time homebuyers, investors, families, people who trusted me with past crazy in real estate. She's not on Twitter a lot, but good for her. Anyway, moving on. Justin Chua. So it seems like after the AMA, We have bots desperately trying to sell their stuff. This is the cleanse. Yeah, it's happening. Randy Chavez says ice poker. Poker face, poker face, poker face. Sinful Miles says, I'm glad they found Amber guilty of defamation against Captain Jack Sparrow. This is a tale. Oh god, 9. Oh god. Oh, Captain Jack Sparrow, pirates away in the 7 seas, mystical quest to the Isle of Tortuga, Davy Jones' locker, what lies in store? Oh god. Okay, I'm back. Thank you guys for 75 likes. That means the world. I'm gonna get the hair out of my face. Randy Chavez says, I'm gonna laugh so hard when we get those crap Jurassic free NFTs. I mean, nothing's really for free. I mean, you paid the ticket for them. You paid the price. But some people will like them. I'll probably get them because they're cool. Sinful says, could Omi jump high, but VV NFTs not move? I would love that. I would love it if Omi jumped and VV NFTs didn't move. Because I'm supposed to get Omi to NFT. I'm just going to... Oh, God, I'm going to sweep everything. Oh, God, it's going to be nuts. I hope it probably won't happen like that. Probably be the opposite, but who knows. Sinful Miles says, how do you pronounce war turtle? No, it's the second one. It's war turtle. War turtle, war turtle, war turtle, war turtle, war turtle. Casey Brown says, Randy, did you ever get Vader back? Not yet. I mean, to be honest, he might go down to 1,000 if this trend keeps happening. Who knows? Who knows? Just need to completely do... Oh, yep. Okay. Moving on here. Lee says, buy Risos before it's too late. Risos are good to get. I really like them. I like the Risos. Sunday Bucket says, what's up, Randy? What's going on, Sunday Buckets? Hope you're doing well. Just says, Non-Fungible Wonderful is on a different wavelength entirely. Yeah, he's a good egg. I really like him. Glad to have him on the podcast. Marvel's Packs episode 2 of Miss Marvel was awesome, dude. It was so good. I really, really am enjoying that show. Like, this is... I just relate to that so much. Like, kids with strict parents gotta sneak out, is doing some crazy stuff that nobody's gonna believe that you gotta keep secret. Dude, that is like, it's so good. It's so good. And then, yeah, it's just that young love, her finding the... I remember that. Like, oh my God. To be young and in love. To be completely irrational. Boy, I miss those days. Good times. Lee says, older folks put too much value on nostalgia, and the younger generation likes new. I put a lot of stake in nostalgia. Why? Because that's just what I love, man. That's just Bulbasaur, always and forever. I love my Totodiles, I love my Mudkips, I love my Fennekins, I love all the starters, I love new Pokemon. But it all started with that one Bulbasaur. And again, and again, and again. I'll always pick him. I get emotional thinking about it. Like, so, here's what I mean by nostalgia. Oh God, I'm not even drinking, I'm gonna tear up. There's this cartoon that was made. It was just a panel. Someone drew it. It's fan made, and it was like you're seeing notes, you're seeing words from the mind of Bulbasaur, and it was saying like, all throughout when you were young, you picked me over and over again. You picked me, and even though the time that we would play together, the time between then, it got bigger and bigger as time went on. You did other things. But after a long time, I knew that you would pick me again and again for all of eternity. And it's just the point of view of a relationship with a trainer to a Pokemon. And it's from it's like Warhorse, where you're seeing the point of war from a horse's point of view. And this with Bulbasaur, dude, that just gets me. I don't know why. But it does. And, what do you pay for that? Well, you pay what you think it's worth. Like there's this episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Frank is like at this auction house, like, okay, how much is this worth? And the lady's like, oh, we believe it to be about $10,000. Like, okay, so he buys it for $10,000 because that's what he thinks it's worth. It's probably a bad example. I'm gonna finish it anyway. And he's like, oh, I just bought this $10,000. Like, oh no, it was my drawing. I believe it's worth $10,000, but it was really worth nothing. It was just random lady's drawing. She got $10,000 for it. But what is that worth? Like, if you give me like a Bulbasaur 1998, that I think that's the year that Blue came out. Oh my god, yeah. Not even, yeah. I guess Venusaur, Ivysaur, whatever, those mint numbers. But if wind the clocks forward, I feel as strongly, if not more strongly about like so. There's an episode of House where Taub, who's Jewish, is talking to this Muslim guy about his wife, and they have this this cultural argument of like, who do you have, whose religion is better, who's like, how do you, and for a lot of Muslims, they don't see their wives, they don't see until the day that they get married, and it's like how do you do that? And the Muslim guy's like, how do you do that, Tao? Like how do you, be with someone for years and then get married? And Tao's like, and he seriously said, I love my wife just as much today as I did 20 years ago when I married her. And the guy responds, shouldn't you love her more? And I was like, oh, he said you got no nipples. Like that was such a great clap. That was such a great response. And I love Pokemon now more than I did when I got this tattoo, when I had this game, when it first came. Like, why? Because I appreciate it so much more. Maybe the magic isn't so much there, but I appreciate what it is so much more. So in let's say 7 years, we're at 2029, 2030, whatever we are. Let's say 2032, 10 years away. We're in the third halving. We have 2024, 2028, and 2032. The third halving away from us for Bitcoin halving. Omi's at $3 then. And I have 50 million Omi by that time. Let's say I sold 80 million. And I have $150 million to my name. And I see Bulbasaur number 1998 coming out. Someone's selling it for $100,000. The floor of Bulbasaur is $100. 1998 Bulbasaur, $100,000. Probably gonna get that Bulbasaur. Why? Because that was my Bulbasaur. Like that was, I mean, if they have a super high, maybe I couldn't even go back and look at my, and look at the trainer numbers for what it was, but. That's another thing that people would do. People would be like, they'll look at, like, let's say there's 60,000, 100,000 Bulbasaur or whatever, and everyone's got their trainer numbers from back. I'll show you what they are. Let me X out of a couple of things here. Let's go to Pokemon Red version. That was perfect. Nidoran, Poison. Okay, cool. Get out of there. You can go to where it says Chavez, you can go to your trainer ID, and it will show you, there's your money, but it'll show you, oh, does it not show you your trainer number? Your ID number? Oh, maybe that doesn't do it here. Okay, hang on, boys. We're going to go to Pokemon Crystal. Oh, yeah, my thing evolved into a Jinx. Okay. So you're going to go to your, I named my mythic D, and I'm a girl in this one. But you have your ID number of 16,750. So that is my ID number, and I think people, how like cops, they, if they buy lotto tickets, they bet their badge number. I would bet my ID number, and if you get that, I think people would get that. Oh, is my ID number for when I was a trainer, and they can go and I can match this to my Bulbasaur. I don't know, but guarantee you it would happen. So anyway, so Marvel's Packs. I hope you got that. Lee says, yeah, we put a lot of stock and value into nostalgia. The younger generation does like newer stuff. Simple Miles is Biden's campaign manager. Yeah, yeah, it was Greg Schultz. He was on like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah, it was good. Uh, Vintage Hot Rod says IV on Vivi? IV? LV? What is IV? What is LV? Heck yeah. Just says, I just saw the news. Need to know Buzz Lightyear controversial scene. Yeah, I guess that was it. Lee says, I help society, cashes out bots. When you say that, does that mean I help society is buying what the bots are putting down? Or they help cash out bots in a different way? Let me know, because those could be two very different things. Asaya, thank you so much for the super chat. Saying, I wonder when KYC is open to everyone. I'll say sometime in Q3, probably. Sinful Mawile says 100% Omi burn. Burn my Omi, it magically evaporates. For the land, it will be close to 100% Omi burn. Yes. Casey Piranha says, will any of the art on Vivi gain value or traction with the collectors? Example, Patrick Hughes, retrospective art. It should. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Gain value or traction. Yeah, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't gain value or traction. Not a bot says, seems like Vivi NFTs are going up today. Sellers have already sold, I think. Oh, I hope so. Someone wants an animation update. I don't think we had any big animation updates. I don't think. But who knows? Something about physical versions, yeah. So a lot of reasons why I like the comics, because they are backed by physical versions. You know? Moving on here. Oh, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the YouTube. I'm going to go to my live, and I'm going to ask everyone to smash that like button. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Super great. Super fantastic. All right. Kick and Base says, this off-app gem buying going away will be one of the most beneficial things for the market. We'll be able to get accurate data and prices. I agree. I think we will be. I think we will be 100%. Randy Chavez says, Bernie is an indie. Angus King is an indie. King and Bernie are basically Dems. Yeah, they're pretty much Dems. Randy Chavez says Harris is VP. Yes. Yes. Harris is the VP. Casey promises, what's up, Jerry? Jerry? Oh, it might. Oh, I guess Randy Chavez is Jerry Clough. Will King and Bernie are pretty liberal. Oh, yeah, Bernie's very liberal. I don't really know too much about King. All right, so if you want to make the argument that because of Bernie and because I guess I don't know how. I don't know. I haven't really followed what the crazy laws have been passed this last year and a half, 2 years. Casey promises I have Vader, but not Todd. But I think long-term Todd might win out, or they may be the same value. It's a coin flip. They're both going to go really, really well. And Justin says, Vader gang? Vader gang? Vader gang. I mean, looking at these Comic-Con, trying to get these San Diego Comic-Con tickets. Nobody has been biting, though. I would really like to get some of those. What? Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh my god, 9 hours at the Spectrum Center? Jesus! That's cool, though. Moving on here. MG Plus says, I know you're bullish on Vivi, but are you in other NFT projects, Backcal, Hero, or other? I mean, I have Hero cards. I put like $50 into the app, and it's fun. I like it. It's cool, but it's not doing so hot. You know, I mean, anything against Vivi, you know, Vivi's gonna win. But like I said, I do find value in that. I like collecting. So I really do like Hero. Backhouse, I am gonna go to their event on Monday. Okay. Oh, hiccups. I have a dinner on Monday, and then I have the Backhouse event. It's gonna be insane. This whole weekend, this whole of next week, like this from this whole, my life is gonna be very hectic for the next 10 days, maybe even 12 days. I can't wait for Saturday. Saturday is gonna be like my calm before the storm. I'm so fat. I'm not gonna go in the pool. I'm so large and in charge, but not the good way. But yeah, I'm going to go to the Back Hal event on Monday, and I'll report to everyone, see where it's going. News Now Marijuana says, blah, 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 but politicians and policies of Bernie King are socialist. They are pretty socialist, yeah. So it says, do you have Taco John's? They're cheaper. I don't, no, we don't have a Taco John's here. Daniel Banks says, what up, Macho Man Randy Savage? I mean, Chavez. What's going on, Daniel Banks? I had a buddy of mine the other day. I'll see if I can find it. Sometimes texts just get lost in the... I haven't heard from this girl literally since February. And she sends me a message. It's just a Funko Pop of Macho Man Randy Savage, and it's just like so I immediately was just like, this is amazing. How you been? Just told my live stream about your Randy Savage Funko Pop. Okay, Funko Pop. It says funky. It's supposed to be Funko? Okay, moving on. Where was I? Casey Prana says, damn Randy, that Lonely Island Jack Sparrow is a throwback. This is a tale. Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, dude, it's so good. So good. Not about America was never supposed to be an empire. Policeman of the world. Time to get realistic. Woke is not outside of America. So I think, go to Europe. All about woke. I feel like, at least from what I've seen and what at least some of my friends there. Sai says, Omida NFT, not even in discussion. They heavily inferred it. Casey Brown says, don't worry, just brush up on Mandarin because China will be the world's superpower in the near future. Been hearing that for a while. Subby Zero says, Randy, I love your videos and your references. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is so good. Oh, dude, it's amazing. One of my favorite episodes is like not and do like crazy things. One of my favorite episodes is the gang sees a shrink. Like D sees a shrink, and she's like, "I want you to tell me which one of my a-hole friends is responsible for washing the dishes." And they each have like their time with the shrink. That is like the funniest thing. Like Frank like opens up like, "Yeah, open me up." Like he's just eating peanuts and just spitting the shells out. He's such a pig. Charlie has a dead bird. It's like, fly away, birdie. He's dead. I might have hugged him a little too tight. So there's if anyone remembers this SpongeBob episode from season 3, where a health inspector comes in, and Mr. Krabs like, just give him what he wants. Do whatever. We'll get through this, SpongeBob. And it's like, okay, so he gives him everything that he wants, and then, long story short, they think that they kill the health inspector with a rancid patty. But the health inspector wasn't killed. He was just choking on a fly. So they go and they bury this body up on like a hill, and like some cops find them and they put the body in the trunk. SpongeBob puts the body in his hat. He's like, "The dark deed you've requested is done, sir." Like, oh, this kid. So the lady cop says like, "Oh, I'll get the ice. Ice is in the freezer, right?" And Mr. Krabs is like, "There's no ice. What ice? There's never been any ice. Ice is just a myth." So if you picture reading that in like Charlie Kelly's voice, ice, there's no ice. There's never been any ice. Ice is just a myth, man. Like you could picture Charlie Kelly saying that. God, I love those shows. They're so good. Moving on. And Chavez says Disney delays relocation of thousands of jobs to Florida till at least 2026. Damn. Fight getting worse. Cosmo, where's Wanda? Saying, just saw the new Lightyear NFT coming. Socks the robot cat has your meow. Okay, Socks the robot cat has your meow. So, so there's a robot cat called Socks. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, good. Can't wait. Gotta see it. So for Miles is backed by a physical version. Maybe instead of the gold standard backed by gold, we have the physical standard backed by physical versions. I mean, a lot of the reason why I like comics so much is because they have their physical versions have real world value. Man. Okay. Have them or transfers available. Oh yeah, transfers available would be legit. Ah. um. Sorry. Someone just blocked a friend of mine. Thought that was funny. Oh, Marvel Comics #1. Marvel Comics #1, I think, is 40K. And let me take a look at this. Oh no, that person did not block me. Let me go and let my friend know that nope, I am not blocked. Ha 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 ha. And then I'll go and we'll go to the Veve app right now and we'll search for this. Go to the market. We'll go to comics, and we'll take a look at because these comics do be selling. Well, let's see what Fantastic Four #1 is. Secret Rare. There's only 19 of them. Oh, $5,500. That is so freaking cheap. No, I'm looking for comic. I'm looking for Marvel comic #1. Where is it? Where is it? It's not showing up. I will find it. I will find him. Oh, Ghost Rider's so good. Loki. There's Avengers Kang. There's Thor. There's Beta Ray Bill. Turning into Mystery. Okay, there we go. Marvel comic #1. Oh man, that do be at 23.5 though. What Wizard is getting that? Damn, 23.5. Fantastic Four #5. Let's see what that's at. Oh my god, that's $2,000 for Fantastic Four #5. Jesus. Big A says Hero Pride packs were such an L, $50 for packs, and most gave 3 cards with $6 total. Oof. Yeah, big oof. Big oof. My Gazillion says, Randy, there's a concern that Q2 is going to pass and Veve still hasn't meaningfully been able to put out one feature other than drops. Are they undermanned or under-resourced? They could probably stand to hire a few workers, but they're definitely not under-resourced. But no, I'm not concerned at all. Excuse me. Sinful Mile says, Southeast Asia, Africa, and South America are free of liberal progressive propaganda. I imagine they are. Yeah. I guess when I guess Europe is probably that liberal progressive stuff. Big A says I added Superman at 860 and Iron Man at 310. Let's get this bread. Oh my god, Superman was 860. Jesus. Let's take a look at Superman. Let's see what he's at. This Planet Profit, give me those smiles. And headbutt the thumbs up if you haven't, guys. Yeah. Let's go to the brands. It's not the battle statue, but it is DC Direct. Let's go to the Superman. Let's see what he's at. Oh, Superman's at 948. So that you got that at 860. Congrats on you. You already made some money. I'm gonna look at Loki and see what the secret rare is. This is probably 500. Probably really low. Oh, it's 699. So Loki and Superman are within $200. Interesting. Big A's at Michael. Did you watch today's Veve AMA? They said they expect 70 to 80% of KYC and cash out for the end of the month. Yeah, we're gonna have. Yeah, so I'm not worried. Zachary Payone says Michael said I don't think anyone in the community should be concerned after today's great update video. I don't think anyone should be concerned either. I think we're all gonna be okay. I think we're all gonna be good. Just no one blocks Randy. Is not. Oh, interesting. Block you. I understand why you. Offended Sean. What is there? Oh, I gotta go to my boy Marky's. Interesting. Oh god, where is it? Sorry guys, I just gotta real quick for 1 second. In Spaces. Something about Spaces. Can't find it. Oh well, life goes on. Moving on here. Lee says, gem sellers cash out the bots by buying gems. All right, so gem sellers cash out the bots by buying gems for 0.4 and resell for 0.53, i.e. I help society, who pretends to be of the community, but from my convos with him, he's the most shady in the community. I don't know I help society, so I'm not going to say one way or the other, because again, I don't really know this person. That does sound familiar though. I help society. I don't follow them. They don't follow me. Like I said, I don't know who they are. Although this person did message me once saying meow meow send Franken's meow. I don't know what that means. And they also said interested in buying the supplies with a trusted group. I never answered. I don't know, like, again, I've never interacted with this person. They had tried to interact with me in December. I just didn't see it. I didn't purposely ignore. I just, again, it just happens to, messages just get through the, they just get lost. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know them. It would make sense that a lot of people in the, that's really active on Twitter would probably know who I was. So it's really, I'm really curious how these guys wouldn't. What's MTL, my good sir? Money transfer license. Okay. My last video made 9 hours ago, got 1,000 views. Very nice. Thanks, guys, for the views. All right, moving on here. Big Aces. We didn't get the big MTL announcement dump other than a few panic sells. I've noticed the higher quality stuff holding or going up while lower quality stuff dripping. I mean, I think everything did take a little bit of a hit, but, you know, it's kind of as to be expected. And a lot of it probably would be bots. So, you know, who knows? I missed my 2-hour Patreon member shout-outs. Let me go and hydrate here. Oh, God. Water's so good. Water's like the best thing ever. I'm gonna do a Green Day song. I'm gonna do that oldie but goodie. It's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna be from 2 albums. It's gonna be from well, you guys will know. You guys will know. Real Green Day fans will know. It's like only 90s kids will know. Real Green Day fans will know. Patreon member shout out. I've been waiting a long time for this moment to come. I'm destined for anything at all. Downtown, lights will be shining on me like in a diamond ring out under the midnight hour. Well, no one can touch me now, well, and I can't turn my back, it's too late. I love them so much. Everyone please check out at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever over on the Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the VV app, Kobe Collection, Only Player 1 over on the YouTube, RayThax.ETH main name, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, VV Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, VV Darklink, Meta Lemon, and VV Vibes, all on the YouTube. You got at Nomad with Guitar, at White Wizard VV, and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. I love them all. I would say hello to Dashy. Hello, Dashy. Just in time for hour 3 of the podcast. Hope we're doing well. Case Brown says, so Randy, what's the tea? You were told something off record from the VV team. When do you think you'll share that info? I love the tea. Tea. So I always feel like whenever I say like maybe it's the this in me, I feel like Ben Affleck, where he's talking to Henry Cavill, you know, as Batman and Superman. Is like, maybe it's the Gotham City in me, but we just don't take kindly to freaks that dress like clowns. You know, I was like, oh, you know, I love that. I could never get that impression right. Like, maybe it's the Gotham City in me. Like, my God, that's such a good such a good line. Even though like it's not, it just is to me. Maybe it's like the military in me, secret clearance that I just don't tell secrets. And I don't have an NDA. I don't have anything, but I have known one license to go away because someone couldn't keep their mouth shut. It's a long time ago, but yeah, I don't sell secrets. I don't sell secrets. I don't tell. I don't sell. I don't tell. I don't do any of that. Even if I were to say, let's say something comes out that I do know, and I'd be like, yeah, I knew it. I wouldn't say anything to like put any of the company like in jeopardy. Like there's no, so maybe at some point, if I write a book or they make like the Randy Chavez documentary, I would, but for now, like I can hint at things and I can hint at things, but even now, I don't, until the bulk of the things that I know is pretty much already penned, pretty much already inked. Until that official announcement happens, I won't even tell the secrets that I knew from last year. Like I feel like the government, government tends to not share things until like 50 years later. I'll be like a few years later. That'll be it. I'm not gonna make y'all wait 50 years. I'll make y'all wait maybe a couple. I don't know. It depends. Or maybe if I get really drunk one night. I don't know. Big A says, we didn't get the big MTL announcement. I just read that. I'm sorry. It was my bad. Mr. Planet Prophet says, I think we do need to know about MCP, though. I made my wife collect this way. She can bite my head off soon. I am curious to see when that is implemented. I can imagine that it would be right after all this stuff happens. So probably in a couple months. Maybe starting in Q3, but definitely this year. I hope. Not a bot. So Secret Rare Loki has only 800 mints. In a few years, it will be more valuable than people think. Scarcity always wins. Never forget that. And out of those 800 mints, well over 100, probably, actually, if we include numbers 1 through 40, oh my god. If we include numbers 1 through 40, there's, oh god, let's say, did I get that right? 193. Okay, so 800. Yeah, there's 24% of those secret outlets. So there's almost 200. There's 193 that are locked up, if you include those numbers 1 through 40. So there's actually, and that's only if they took 40, not including if they took others. But there's actually like 607 available. Mutable Nodes says, you did slightly dox Reese, though. Did I? I don't think I remember that. Oh. Casey Pirano says, we know his last name. Says, I don't want you to break a secret, but when they release or do whatever the secret was, you could then say, this is what I knew off record. I don't think I could, though, because like even if I say something that I knew that happened, that already happened, like last year, and I say, yeah, I knew that, like, well, what does that say about like the company? What does that say? Even though it's not really anybody's fault. It's like, oh, how'd you let this guy know? How'd you let this person know? You didn't make them sign any NDAs. It's like, okay, So I don't want to, yeah. Mutable Node says, we all love you. first for show. I thought this was first appearance show, but for show. Says, what is the bad? What is the bad? I don't think anything's the bad. I think we got some good stuff going on here. we got the good stuffs going on. I got my so Danielle sent this. Like, you're not even watching the movie. Yes, I am. Because she always falls asleep. Oh my god, this is so you. Oh my god, this is yeah. She always falls asleep. Like, we'll be like, no, I'm awake. I'll watch it. There was literally one time where not even 3 minutes went by, and she's like, "Oh, it's so like I feel like a lot of girls are like that." This one girl I dated in like 2017. We'd be texting, and then all of a sudden she'd send like a ZZZ or a cat. Like she'd fall asleep. Like I fell asleep. Like yeah, I know. And then literally like years later, like we were talking at night, and then she texted me the next morning. Sorry, I fell asleep. Some things never change. Ah ha ha. Good times. Casey Brown says, "Yeah, I see what you mean. Women always fall asleep during movies." Yeah. So I am like, there's John Bernthal was in a movie with Robert De Niro, and he was given like an interview about it. I think it was on like the Howard Stern show or something. And he says, "Yeah, Robert's a really good guy. He's always very professional. He hits his marks. When he's there, he's patient. He's not on his phone or nothing. And when when the movie came out, I was sitting right next to him at the premiere, and he's an old man, so I just, I fell asleep during the middle of the movie, and I was like, no way, Robert De Niro's an old man. Oh, Robert De Niro's an old man. I feel like there are times, especially when I was working, like the 16, 18 hour days, when I would go to like me and my friends, I saw, what was it? Was it Cinderella? Or like Alice. There's some movie where it was like a live action, like Cinderella. It was in New York City, whatever. That's where it ended. I saw maybe 3 minutes of that whole movie. I slept through the whole thing. There are times where like, when I was working all these crazy hours, and I'd hang with my friends. Oh, let's watch a movie. And I felt bad because I feel like they thought that I was bored with them. I just didn't sleep. Put me on the couch. Give a mouse a cookie. Now I'm much better. Now I'm quite more well rested. Good times. Bad times. I'm happier now, though. Jorge Allen says, "Do you think we're on the bottom? Maybe should I buy more OMI or wait for to go down more?" This is a loaded question because I don't know. Nobody knows. I do think in the macro we do have a bit more pain to go through. I think we have a couple months, to go down more. I mean, I would have loved it because we've reached 20,000. We had some strong support on that 20,000 for that Bitcoin, like 20.6, 20.5, whatever. Michael Saylor is not going to get. He readjusted. He's not going to get liquidated at like 18 or whatever. We got a nice little dead cat bounce. We're at like 20.1 actually. We were up a little bit before to 22.6, down 22.2 right now. That's fine. We're cool. We're chill. What is it that we're going through right now? I don't know. I don't know if we have did we reach bottom? Now we're in recovery mode? Probably not. Usually these are a little bit more painful, but we'll see. I've been telling my whale friends to buy, and they've been buying, and I've told them this, saying like, listen, I don't know where the bottom is. We could hit 0.0009, and they do have a lot of funds ready to go for that if it does hit that. We do have they have a lot for that. Like 9 is like the most insane support line that we would have, because they're going to go ham with that. And yeah, I think a lot of it's being bought here. Now, that being said, there's not a lot being sold here either. Like, there's only so much that's being bought. There's only 1.4 million in trading volume, which is pretty good considering we've been at a lot less than this. But yeah, whales are buying. Whales are accumulating. Now, where was I? Mr. Planet Profit says, I think 50% haven't even logged on the app yet and not seen AMA, so more time to drop. Yeah, it's a good thing also. A lot of people, they work during the day, like, I'll get to the app. They're probably just thinking, it's more of soon, we're working on it. Not knowing that, like, oh, this is big news. Oh, water. I'm going to be peeing all night. So good, though. So good. So good. I got a you. His Brown says the original Star Wars is the movie that puts me to sleep. What? As soon as the music plays and the words go off the screen, you're out. What? It's so good. I used to play violins. When it goes like, you have to do this like you have to slide your finger, and then you like, I haven't played it in so long. I haven't played violin in a long time, but that used to be one of my favorite things to do because like very few people learn how to play. It is kind of a girly instrument, so when you go and play, it feels real. That's like one of the coolest party tricks. Piano's cool, but that's pretty easy to play. Violin's like very, you could hit here or here on a keyboard, but like for the violin, it's got to be so precise. Good times. Immutable Nodes says, do you think OMI will be one of the first 5 cryptos used for payout? Probably, but not one of the first 3. The first 3 is already said. USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think some people might wait for, gem to OMI. But, if you could sell your stuff for OMI, it doesn't really matter. It'll probably be the first 5, though. I think they're waiting for the OMI utility article, which I'm pretty excited for. I don't know what's in it, but supposedly it's going to be bananas. I can't wait. Casey Prana says, violin, I would have never guessed. Awesome, yep, played for 7 years, and I got pretty damn good at it. Not gonna lie. Got pretty okay at it. The world's okayest violinist. Now, where was I? Gonna go back to Jeremy Padower saying, what's your favorite time of day, night? No. After midnight. It's fun to stay up late. It is. It's fun to stay up late. Since I was a kid, even now, it's fun to stay up late. Now, when I was younger, I was really disciplined and I was good at running in the morning, going to bed early, but it's fun to stay up late, man. 30 minutes, fiche snapshot incoming. Oh, Brockman blockchain. Give me that bread. Give me that bread. Girl. Ooh, karaoke on Friday? Karaoke. Okay, not for me, for a buddy of mine's birthday. Casey Brown says, just the fact that I can exchange for USDT is as good as OMI. I'll just buy OMI with it. Yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point also. I'm not selling down here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait for things to go up. See what happens. Toasty. Okay. Alright, let's go to some Twitter messages. Go respond to a couple peeps. Okay, well, somebody with 0 followers and with 0 following is trying to tweet at me, so I'm going to delete because they have, yeah. So Kelly Kim says, can we stake our OMI even if we live in the States? No, we cannot. Unfortunately, we cannot. Unfortunately, we cannot do so legally. Hopefully that person decides to not do it, because yeah. Oh god. Ooh. Somebody says, hey, I'm from YouTube, just wanted to offer you number 69, Shut Up and Paint, saying it's listed for 2K. I definitely did not list. Alright, so I do have a Shut Up and Paint. Was it number 69? I think it was. Let me see this. Well, I have a lot of ultra rares. Oh yeah, Shut Up and Paint, number 69. I definitely didn't buy it for. Yeah, I paid $175 for it. Says, so I got the number 69, but I paid $175 for it. Haha. I'll Oh, so yeah, so it's I have it listed in the market, but I have it listed for 60. Or I had it for number 69. And then was your vengeance video today? Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's interested, or you know any whales? He's selling his Wayob, the Ultra. I don't even know if this McPherson selling the number 50. So I was really like, not buying anything else right now. Right now, unfortunately. Wait, so he sold that for. So he was even saying. So this was his, that 69, saying I'm from YouTube, just wanted to offer you. It's listed at 2K. How did that's so strange. What do I have it listed as? If I go to the market and I go to listings, I got it listed for $690. $690. Yeah, oh, that's wow. That's wild. Can't believe somebody listed that for 2K and I got it for 175. That's insane. No more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Okay. Well, that should be about it for me today. Casey Prana says I'm going to try my best to make it to $1 OMI. I hope that's not long, but willing to wait 5 years. Before the end of the decade, you know, who knows when. Mutable Node says facts, Casey. Miss Final Profit says 4:30 a.m. here. Jesus. It's only 11:30 here. So that's it. I'm going to bounce. I'm going to make another video, or at least like an hour, hour and a half, give or take. I'll catch y'all later. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow. And say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Thank you all for the super chats. I love you. Meow, 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 meow. 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 Thanks for the stream. No problem. Bye. Meow, meow, meow.